Bodo 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2 in the Champions League match day 2 in Norway last night. I don't know about you, but that was a frustrating watch. Tottenham, what has happened to this Tottenham? All season they've been really poor, in my opinion, apart from the City game where we had a little bit of a decent. But yesterday, obviously no Romero because of a precaution, so he didn't travel. Maybe that was more to it. Then they've not trained on the pitch for tactical reasons, which we don't know, because that performance stank. And then he's left out Xavi Simons and Mohamed Kudus from the starting lineup. Any team that goes into a Champions League with Richarlison, Johnson and Odobert as your attacking options, you're not going to win a game. You're not going to win a game because that forward line is as toothless as it can be. Nothing there at all. Yeah. And it is what it is. Because I'm sure they were doing the Aha song and saying, take on me, take on me. Because none of them were taking anybody on at all. Bodo watered the pitch before the game and it worked wonders because it was like Spurs players were on a water slide somewhere in Blackpool or in Dubai, because every time they were just constantly on their backside slipping. Guys, if you slip once, go and change your boots. Simple as. But no, let's carry on. Passing. It was like Thomas Frank put 11 players that had never been picked before. He went outside and picked 11 players and said, right guys, you're going to go and play in the Champions League. How about it? And they've just gone on there. Because they couldn't pass to each other. And then even when they tried to attempt the passes, they were going out of play. It was a horrendous first half. It was woeful. It was bad. I know Wolves was bad, but this was just as bad, if not worse. Bodo on another day, if they had a decent striker, they could have wrapped that game up well and truly. I'm sure their manager probably gone into that at final whistle thinking, how the hell have we just got away with a draw? We should have won this 3-4-0. They missed a penalty. They've had clear-cut chances. Even in the second half. The way they were just carving our defence open, it was insane. And then obviously the inevitable happened and they got a penalty. I don't know what Bentancur was doing. Absolutely heads gone moment there to give away that penalty. But their striker missed one in the first tie against Slavia Prague. And he skied it. Literally went absolutely well and truly into the airport. You'd think that would be a lifeline. But no, they then went and got the first. And then they went and got the second. For the second goal, I'm sorry, but Vicario, what are you doing? Clear that ball upfield, not to the side to try and miss. I don't know what you've done. However, Spence is messed up there as well. And then Porro's been taken to the cleaners. Great finish. Thomas Frank, 60 minutes and he changed it. Bought on Xavi Simons. And I think Kudus came on as well. And Palhinha came on. We looked a lot better when Palhinha came on. More stability. And Kudus, Simons as well. I don't understand this midfield. We've got serious problems in midfield. Xavi Simons has to start as a number 10. I'm sorry, but he has to. We've got back into the game. Even Kudus was slipping, by the way. Constantly. We got back into the game. And then we got Van der Ven. And then obviously an own goal towards the end. 90 odd minutes, and they're all saying this is a resilient Spurs side that can now come back from going 2 goals down or 1 goal down. I don't really care about that. We shouldn't be going down 2-0 against Bodo Glimt. No disrespect to them, right? But we should not be going down. This is the Champions League, the elite competition, and you're going in there with a forward line of Richard from Bradford, Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, and Wilson Odobert, and then Bergwall Saar in your midfield. I'm sorry, but you ain't gonna get anything. Thomas Frank, did you set up to get a draw? Because if you are, you need to change ASAP, man. Because every game now, we're like defending our lives. Yes, you've made us a little bit better at the back, but we're still giving chances to teams. If they would have taken their chances yesterday, we would have at least had 4, maybe 5. Right? I might be exaggerating, but at least 4. So defensively, yes, we are solid, but we're still letting teams carve us open. up front, we might as well not play with anybody up front. Because Richarlison, apart from his brace in the first game, has been poor. Man can't hold the ball up. I don't want a player that's just running around the pitch. I mean, at the end of the game, he was on the floor and people were like, oh, look at him, he's knackered. What did he do? Doesn't do anything. Even for Van de Ven's goal, he's in an offside position from a cross. Come on, you're my striker, right? The wingers, Johnson, again, doesn't do much. Bodo influxes, but there's no end product with any of our wingers. Not one of them. Even Kudus on his day is good, but his final ball play sometimes is not as good. The left-hand side, we might as well pass the Dutchie on that side because there's nothing going on, right? And I said it on stream last night. We need somebody to start playing on that side consistently, week in, week out, because then he can build relationships. Because there's no relationships in this team. If we felt like they've never met anyone before. Our left winger needs to build a relationship with the left wing back or the left back so that they know how to play, what to do, who goes, who comes or whatever, right? Same on the right. They needs to start building relationships and we're not doing that. I don't know what Thomas Frank's tactics were because he didn't train on this pitch before the game and he said it's tactical. Can you please tell me what the tactical aspect of it was? Because watching that game, it was horrendous. It was poor. It was woeful. A lot of Spurs fans I'm talking to now are saying that this is horrendous. I've seen some man today, some people are saying that they're not even going to attend games because Wolves was bad. Brighton wasn't any better. We beat Burnley 3-0, yeah, but it wasn't convincing. We lost to Bournemouth, right? Brighton 2-2. West Ham was 3-0, however, it was woeful. It wasn't very good. And then we go to Leeds on Saturday, who are playing quite well at Ellen Road on Saturday. I don't even know if we're going to win that game, to be fair. But the bottom line is, Champions League. Yes, I have said that I'm not bothered about the performances in the Champions League. I'd rather get the points. Some people will say it's 4 points out of 2 games. We've not lost a game yet. That's fine. But if we qualify to the next stages, performances need to up 100%. Because you ain't getting past round 16 if you're going to put in performances like this. And you're going to away grounds just to try and defend. Because teams will carve us open. 100%. Romero one I can understand. Now I'm thinking about it because it's plastic pitch. You don't want to get him injured because you've got bigger fish to fry. Fine, fair enough. Because Danso I think done quite well, to be fair, at some, considering. Keeper we need to start looking at now because I'm not convinced by Vicario. I would have given Kinski. You've got a recognised striker on the bench in Scarlett. Yes, he's had more loans than Money Shark would give you. But he's the only recognised striker we've got. And if Richarlison has not been doing it for the last 5 games, right, then why not give him a chance? What can he do that's worse than what Richarlison's doing now? I don't think so. Anything. He's young. He's hungry. You might get something. You never know. So I don't understand what's going on. Thomas Frank needs to do something. Because we can't keep seeing these performances. We thought under Ange it was all done and dusted. But yes, he's made the defence a little bit more stabilised. But going forward, he's now looked at the defensive side of football. But offensively, going forward, we are piss poor. We are so poor going forward. And I don't know where the goals are coming from. Seriously, I don't know where the goals are coming from. We've got a massive January window coming up. I've already said it. I'd upgrade both our strikers because Solanke one. I don't even know what's going on with that. So have we now lost him for how many weeks? We've got some big games coming up. And Thomas Frank needs to get a grip. Simple as. Because these performances, you can take it once, you can take it twice, but there's no way you can start taking it week in, week out. We're not looking anywhere near important going up front. We are lacking, serious lacking. And unless he changes it soon, there's going to be problems ahead. Leeds United this weekend. Let's see what happens on that one. Come on, you Spurs.